With over 500,000 trees and shrubs already planted and growing, it's easy to forget you are in the city. We don't just say, we do. It's the Stain City way.
Hello and welcome to Real Talk with myself, Anele, on SABC3. The stage is yours. Tonight, it's old school meets new school right here on Real Talk. Coming up later on the show, he broke onto the music scene in the early 90s, releasing hit songs such as Ding Dong, Smiley, Domzodwa. After years of being away from the spotlight, Jonina is back into the music world and he's here on Real Talk. Sjava, aka Jabulani Hatebe, embodies a dream come true. Just like any kid from the hood, he had a dream of becoming big in music, but life had other plans for him. In a twist of fate, thinking he was at an audition for Yizo, he had a demo tape in his hand, not even knowing what the audition was, not even knowing how to audition. He was asked to try out for Zone 14 and landed the role of Zonke in the drama series. And as they say, the rest is history. In 2012, Sjava decided to quit acting and take a leap of faith in pursuing his first love, music. He's appeared on hit singles such as Miss Pooh DJ's Ameni and of course the massive Vura by DJ City Light. He's written for legendary groups across the landscape and obviously co-wrote Amanda Black's Separated. 2017 was the year for this late bloomer, scooping Best Music Video of the Year, Best Producer of the Album, Best Music Video of the Year for the song Utando, Record of the Year and Best Collaboration for Ameni. And he is here. So when you're there for the Yizo audition, did you, in your mind, were you thinking, Yazine, that first Yizo, the soundtrack was such fire that the only way I can help this out is by making sure that they feel my fire?
Yeah, it was actually for Zone 14. I think I was still young when the first Yizo came out.
Yeah.
So it was for Zone 14, but then obviously the reason why I went there is because I was inspired by the soundtrack from Yizo, because it was Bomb Production, so I knew Uti soundtrack was fire, you know, and it really helped a lot of people because people like Abo, even Simpiota.
Yeah.
I think she was on the soundtrack, Yizo, and that was the first time I actually heard it. So I knew the opportunities that it could bring, you understand? So that's the reason why I went there with my CD, with my demo.
But now, you strike me as the kind of person, because music has always been like just the backdrop of your life and you knew one day you'd make it. You strike me like the kind of person who always had his CD like in his bag. Like you could be going to buy Amakuinya, you're like, Yazin, and if I run into Chico there, what will I say to him?
It's always like that. That's why I still carry bags. But like, let's call myself because into yaqala kanjalo mophethe isikhwameni kuba nezinto zakho kunama CD nebhodlela nyana mhlambe or whatever, because maniyocula ngiphatha wona nakuna VIP obviously ngoba ngicela ukuzocula, so makuthiwa ungena nayo yonke into yakho iphethe ucula uphuma uhambe, so that it became like an iconic thing now. Then it's called Backpack. So there's Backpack rappers. Yeah, it's not even mine. I'm just one of the people that actually embrace it. Other people buy it because they feel like it's not classy.
Oh yeah, now you have somebody to carry your stuff.
They're even laughing at us. But I think they don't understand why see part about it.
The beauty of you is, I heard in an interview you were saying that for years, whilst you were wanting to get recognized in music, you'd make at least 12 songs a year, right? And then you, in your mind, you're like, well, if my album had to come out this year, this would be it, right? So obviously you still have all those songs.
Yazinye phela yazi khulele emalveni uhlala uthutha indawo zama-rent so uthutha iy'ncwadi ziyalahleka ezinye ziyanetha so as you go slow ziyalahleka but angisayikhumbuli zonke but khona engiyikhumbulayo. And another thing, there was even assignments on them whereby uzobhala into owazi ukuthi ngeke uyi-record ngeke ibe ingoma but it's just for ingqondo yakho
no
practice ne-skill into efana nalezo. It's like homeschooling. You understand? And I always advise people to do that, and in order for you to achieve that you need to be honest with yourself. With as much as kune-industry whereby people release songs, akusho ukuthi nawe kumele ube lapho to be part of it. You can still be part of it mentally now on your own, and look, okay, if I had an album, it would be like this, because even my sound, I change.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then, again, I'm glad that it took forever, because I don't think Bizo Vutwa the way
the way it is, because obviously, you know, that's happened in your life.
Yeah.
You apply it directly into what your music is about, right?
Yeah.
So you also said that I know I've changed, and it's a good thing. And even if I haven't changed, life around me has changed. So obviously, I had to keep up. What would you say is the biggest change about you?
The biggest change? Yo, we're actually talking about it, man. You know, Raf Masizala, which, like right now, it's very confusing. I'm very distracted because it's a new thing.
So what's distracting you?
It's a lot of things that
Name
distract me. It's people not understanding ukuthi ngiyasebenza, you understand, and the whole change is confusing from the community, friends, family, you understand. And for me, it kind of like hurts me because they part of me, you understand, and they all play their role to where I am. Not everybody, but ibabantu engathini that I wanna make proud in the or people that are around me. But the way kungakhona manje, it's like everyone wants a piece of you.
Yeah.
And by demand even, you understand, ukuthi umuntu makufonile for example angakutholi. Leyo nto siyaxabanisa, you understand it. It's very weird.
Do you understand that the higher you go, you know, the less people that are gonna come with you?
Yeah, no, bonke abantu that were there, iy'nkabi zami ngempela ngisesenazo namanje. Yayibona lento leyo, but then it's angazi ukuthi ngayichaza kanjani this thing for you to understand it, but it's very distracting. You understand?
No, you're just a nice guy.
Yeah.
Inherently. No, I understand exactly what you're going through. It's just that inherently you're a nice guy and you don't like to disappoint people. Because an unanswered call, guys, is not something that should cause a fight.
Yeah, uyawuqala umsindo because now yonke into oyishoyo, whatever you tweet, whatever you say, konke kuthathwa kubhekiswe to ukuthi oh yamhlanyisa iBlack Panther. Do you understand me? Ukuthi on our way here wangifonela thothi ifone yami ayingeni. To our efika nje industry now it doesn't answer phones when he has to come for interviews. But uthothi bufonela uantu wakho or bomncane wakho angamthola and you understood ukuthi I know mhlambe omkhulu busy ngizobuye ngimthinte. Then you call me and I don't answer. And now there's a problem because ngiyacula.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So even estradini there's just ziningi nje izinto that I don't understand that are new to me and zikhathaza umoya wami, and I just wish people would understand ukuthi nami ngumuntu. You know what I mean?
They're probably like, yeah, I need to say no Lupita manje.
Yes, yeah.
Say no Lupita, not Dr. John Kanak. Listen, his award-winning album, Isina Mover, which literally means a late bloomer, tells the story of how this son of Bergville has proven to anyone and everyone that it don't matter what stage in your life, but the success will come. We will continue this conversation with Sjava after the break. So let's talk about you being a late bloomer. So this success came at 35 years, right?
33.
33. You're 35 now.
No, I'm saying 34, 37.
Ah, sinondanga, 1984?
Yeah.
Ah, but 1984 was a year, everyone. So now,
Yeah.
when you're waiting for your turn, I understand, yes, we've spoken about the fact that you were making the music and you were rating yourself against the industry. Was there ever a thought in your mind that you won't make it in music?
Ngathini umculo, that's why I made a song called Amanye Amadoda Ayaphumelela.
Yeah.
Amanye Amadoda Awaphumeleli. Umculo, it's like a calling. Even if you are work or awucula into engekho, you can still get the calling, which means your life is ruined, because for the rest of your life, you believe that you'll make it and you won't. You understand? So it's very tricky. There's no way you can stop doing it. You understand me? If the bug really got you, you understand?
But you weren't a terrible actor. In fact, you were a good actor. You got
Yeah.
nominated for a SAFTA.
Yeah.
So surely then, that detour, you find comfort in it. You're like, I'm actually
Yeah,
quite good
but
at this.
akusinto ebengiyithanda nento engiconfident ngayo ukuthi if ubeka abantu abawu-10 laphaya
Yeah.
and say ak-actwe, I'll be 100% confident ukuthi ngizobahlula bonke.
Oh,
But
kodwa
then
apha
with the
kumculo.
music, into ebengazi ukuthi if manje kuthiwa kurapwe or something, I know ukuthi ngizobahlula bonke labantu abala. You understand? Even
Phuma
mhlambe
silo.
bengeke ngibahlule bonke, but that confidence
Yeah.
ukuthi ngine-sure 100% sure with this thing, and yiye bengiyithanda kakhulu ukudlula i-acting. You understand? So I always tell people, even if ngihlangana nabo, even on Twitter, ukuthi yo, just keep doing what you do. Uyophumelela mawuphumelela, mawungaphumelelanga futhi, I'm sorry,
It's
it
not the
happens.
end then.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
understand? Ziningi izinto ongaqhubeka uzenze. There's other ways ongaba involved ngazo kumculo, even though ungagcinanga ngoba uwe ophethe mic ocula, but you can help mhlambe endaweni.
You can help create
Yeah,
hits.
ukuthi ube still part of umculo. You understand? You can start a choir or a studio or something nje uzobona, but like I said, ukuthi mina what kept me going ukuthi I had the calling umculo, and whether I liked it or not, I had to carry on to it. I've lost a lot of people because of that. Even my mom was like, hey, Baba, now Michael Jackson. I understand, because I was working at the restaurant, Primrose, washing dishes there after my matric, and Baba beyasebenza lawo belungu labo. And then bangitholela umsebenzi. It was a black steer at Primrose.
yeah.
Yeah, so ngasebenza khona, I think 2 months.
What
And
a nice-
now into engiyekisa ukuthi bengingasasitholi isikhathi sokubhala ingoma. It was just that. And my mom, umdala umama and umuntu wasemakhaya.
Can't explain that.
You
to
can't tell me ukuthi
Yeah.
uye kumsebenzi
them.
ngoba
Obhadalayo.
bhala ingoma and akekho nasendaweni okwakwenza lo. So it's like uzohamba uyothandaza and really ask God ukuthi please cela usize umntanami seyahlanya.
When did your mom come down and be like, okay,
Obvious, masekufika imali, that's the only time
Okay.
umzali will say, oh, uyasebenza. But I don't care what your job is or what you want to be. As long as uzovuka ekuseni uthi uyosebenza ungabuyi namali, akekho umzali. Ngale abethi abazali abadala angazi manje,
Yeah.
because now I think they understand.
nah,
But
namanje basenjalo.
mongabuyanga nemali awusebenzi.
Yeah. So what did you buy her with the?
Amthengele ithende because umama sonto ekuphakameni. So kunamadokodo ekuphakameni, so they camp a lot enkonzweni, yeah. So ngamthengele ithende so that
Okay.
azolala kahle, and then she was happy. And I was never even, not even once was I mad. I understood ukuthi yo umuntu omdala lo, and abazi understand lezi zinto lezi.
So when you have to explain to your mother what Black Panther is, how do you do, how do you do it?
Bengise njengoba besezimbankomo ngile khona. Mangivela wathi kimi hawu kuthiwe nina phesheya no babes nje eChina nenza iBlack Panther. I'm like, ayikho leyo nto leyo. And I remember even ngizama umzwisa ingoma, I think ayiphilanga nokuphela, wabeqhubeka ngenye inkulumo uthi hey kumele silungise indaba ama-window because into angayi-understand nokuthi yini kwaleyo Black Panther leyo.
You're
Kwenzakalani.
superhero, mama, and
Yeah,
then
nah.
we are fly, and then uhlale Wakanda, and then Jay wena.
Nabanandaba naloko.
Ifrijama isebenzi la.
Yeah, and I think leyo nto futhi, if you look at it in a positive way, ihlala ikukhumbuza ukuthi umculo I would it's everything. Second, it's not about ukuduma and all of that. Yeah, and bona izinto that they value, akusizinto that we value. You understand? That's why kunzima even ukukhipha ugogo wakhe lokushini. Noma ngathenga indle enjani sentini or ngeke ugogo wakhe aphume lokushini. You understand? So zonke lezi zinto qotho nazibalekile. Kumele itholakale bona abanandaba nazo and bavelusha izinto ezisimple and bakuthanda noma unjani wena udumile or awudumanga unemali
yeah, bakuthanda ungaphenduli phone, bakuthanda uphendule phone.
Yes.
So, and I don't understand why somebody who is now going to have an issue with you answering phones and then when you must take it to heart that much. Look at your mom.
No mama phela yena umzali akaziboni akakubuki ngehle lihlukile.
Yes.
It's other people around.
So your basing of love should be that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that it is, but then nabanye abantu nabo babalekile.
I know, I hear you. So now I heard that the song Seasons, ne?
Yeah.
The one with the Black Panther one, you recorded your bit and then you sent it and you didn't know what it's going to sound like. Doesn't that scare you a bit to give your work and not know how they're going to manipulate it to fit into their song?
That's why it's very important with mawenza into yakho uyenze ngokuzethemba. You understand? No matter what happened, but I know ukuthi mina lokho engikufake lapha ngiyathemba because umsebenzi wakho into it's like private.
Yeah.
You understand? It's like taking a picture ufake under or bikini. You understand? You look at that picture and then kukuwe ukuthi uyasithemba na
lesithombe.
Yeah, that's why noma uthatha ithombe maybe uzothatha 4. And then uzokhetha leso vele kahle kuso. Ngeke vele uthi khaxa and post. Thatha ithombe uhlala uyilungise ukuthi ayabona lesi ayibazo ayila no. Then you post it because uyasithemba. You understand? And then whatever enzakalayo after, but the fact that you posted it, that means you do trust that it's good enough. So nomculo ke kunjalo. If wena uzorecord ipart yakho and you know whatever that you said was real, it's from the heart and you mean it, awubi no value kakhulu. But then I was a bit good, because nabo mrapper bebefakiwe, which is Reason from LA and Mozi from Elokunje Nai. Same thing, bengabazi. Yabona lento le. So we had that thing, hey, I want this Obanjan because they already had 2 chains in Scorpio Q, so already you have a picture. You understand? But now my record, I didn't know what Zoba no Schoolboy and 2 chains.
And 2 chains.
You understand?
Okay.
But then it's just about who's temper, because confidence is everything at the end of the day.
Okay, so he's taken 4 pictures and he's about to perform the best one. We'll wrap up with him at the end of the show. Sjava sings about issues affecting the average black man in the modern day South Africa. Very honest. Whilst telling his story of hustling with heartbreaks on the way, giving thanks to the women who have cheered him on like his mom and his grandmother. His dream is to be one of the first to win a SAMA and a SAFTA, and we fully back him. He'll be back. And a SATMA.
Yes.
Now, Maskandi, boy. He'll be back a little bit later to perform his single Impilo. After the break, a musical legend, been at it since about 1993. His name is Joe Nina and Uzoshaya Ding Dong. Come back to us. The late 90s saw the emergence of various artists such as Boom Shaka, Trompis, Arthur Mafukate, Mdu Masilela, who paved the way for many artists in the genre, and amongst these legends was Joe Nina. Born in a family of musicians, his love for music was cemented at a very young age, playing drums and the piano at age 12, planting a seed for a lifelong career in music. The 90s generation will remember Joe Nina for his hit tracks Ding Dong, Sbali and Domzodwa. But after shining for a few years, he stepped out of the music industry spotlight to work behind the scenes. After a long and successful 25-year career with numerous awards and 26 albums, some platinum selling, Joe Nina finds a new purpose in music with his new album titled Time to Time. celebrated for the originality of his music and crowned as one of the pioneers of Kwaito. He's one of the architects of Kwaito music. Few people know or even acknowledge the fact. Joe Nina's perseverance and survival instincts in the face of hardship have positioned him as a leader in the South African music industry. Oh, smile out, pale, smile out, pale. Ah! Ay, man, stop it. A party is not a party until Joe Nina plays, eh? Continue. Listen, do people know that you used to call yourself King Rap?
My, I don't think so.
Or Salimaya?
You see now.
Or Hot Slot Machine?
Yes, and Tim McCool.
He used to call himself Hot Slot Machine, guys, all right? Because that was when you were doing the mid-tempo of the house, ne?
Absolutely, yes. The reason they called me Hot Slot Machine is because I was chunking out a lot of production in like a month. You know, I would probably do about almost 10 songs a week or two.
Oh, wow.
And so they thought, I know, the Fagima Luzobona, so it's a Hot Slot
Okay,
Machine.
Hot Slot Machine.
Yes, yes.
Kidding me, baby?
Absolutely,
I
yeah.
get. And now a lot of people, when they found out that you come into the show, they're like, Opera Jonina, Opera Jonina. And so you've been elevated to be called Bra now.
It's very nice, I love it.
Even respect.
I love it, I appreciate it a great deal.
There was a song that was out in the last 18 months. Tiki, 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 tiki. Every time I heard it, I was like, guys, my Jonina must look.
Yes.
What do you think of that song?
Well, I was not surprised because there's a thing I always do every second year called Mission Finding Statement, where I would go probably to Lesotho, spend a week or two there, discover talent or just chill with people. But there's this one place I went to, which is Swaziland.
Yeah.
I've got a permanent band there as we speak, because when I got there, I got some young guys. So Senz was part of the crew at the time when I was there, and he used to come to me with his acoustic guitar. He says, "Bro Joe, if you can help me here." And I said, you know what's important about what you want to do? Stay original.
Yes.
You know, and I think he was inspired by the song Ding Dong as well.
Yes, there's similarities.
Yes, because the English tick tick tick, it sounds like but more than anything, for me to hear that, it was like, thank you God once again. For me, it's a token of appreciation.
Yes.
You know, and taking note that there's something I did that can inspire other musicians that are up and coming.
What I love more than anything is that the space the genre is still alive, and then Joe Nina come back and give us another album.
Absolutely.
If that's the case.
It is definitely the case. This is this album called Time to Time. It's my 27th album.
Hey, Joe, awulali ne?
Ubulonga abuthiwa ngabufiki manje. Ndibulawa insomnia.
Abelungu bathi insomnia.
Yeah, insomnia.
Diseases duru kwethu.
Expensive goods.
Expensive diseases. I have earned this insomnia, okay?
Absolutely, yeah. So the album itself took me at least 2 years to put it together. The sad part of it, for instance, the person that on the first track of the album, the song called Rain Down, it's a duet between myself and my previous partner, who his name is Rechi Kapapiri. May his soul rest in peace. But I'm happy that I still have the music and put it in this album so that people don't forget about him. Because what normally happens in this country of ours, you are only celebrated once you're late, you know, and which it's very sad. But they celebrate you for that week or two after your funeral, and then it's gone.
Your song plays on every radio station, every channel.
And they play the same song over and over again, as if you only have one song.
You Samvo, tell me, where did you... We heard it there.
I'm like, geez, please, man, he's got lots of songs. So with this album called Time to Time, the idea was that I will document the people that I worked with in my life, you know. Like, I also have a duet with Pranana Coyote, may his soul rest in peace, who was a singer on Stimela as well.
Yes.
But myself, Steve Kekana, and Nana Coyote, we had a group called The Trio. So I've taken one of the songs that we did then together, which was a duet between me and him. I also added on this album, and I hope people would love it.
So, you mean you got bitten by the musical bug when you're 4 years old, your dad has a band, your mom is the backup vocalist in the band, so you travel with him from 4 years of age, right? Surely you grow up and you see the struggles of the music industry, but by 14 you've got your own LP out.
Absolutely.
What struggles did you watch your parents go through because of the music industry, and could you recognize them when they were happening to you?
You know, the sad part that I realized as I was growing up, it was when I started school.
Yeah.
My father had to do music part-time because he had to go to work now. He had to go literally and go find a job, like a 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 kind of a job. I could see that he was not happy anymore with that, you know, because every time when he knocks off, he will find me in the garage and we continue. I must do my homework at 8 o'clock. 10 o'clock in the evening, there's a new song we must play together and make sure that it's happening instead of watching television. That's all we're doing. 10, 11 in the evening, that's when I sleep, he sleeps. But I could see that it was eating him up.
Yeah.
Even my mother had to find a job as well, because now there's 4 of us at home, you know, so I'm the first. And at the time, I was so sure that I'm going to be a doctor.
I heard this.
Yeah, and I was so 100% with that. I mean, mathematics and physics, I'm going to rock it. So they were trying to save money towards that, but the music was like right there. And I remember when I was 13 years old, it's when I got my first audition with a company called Eric Frisch at the time. And they were crazy in love with me right there and then. That's why from then I did my album when I was 13, which was released when I was 14 years old.
Vela when you were Justin Bieber, you were releasing at 13. I mean, guys, this is how Justin Bieber was.
It was wonderful. It's a pity at that time the genre of music that I was doing was not fitting, because it was a time of bubblegum. You know, I started around the 80s when bubblegum was happy. Chico Twala, Brenda Fassie, Yvonne Chaka Chaka, Pet Shanga, you name them. And I'm happy that most of those people, I got a chance to meet them and work with them. Young Jablis, it has taught me a lot. It has taught me to respect my craft. It has taught me to be committed to my craft. It has also taught me to persevere, you know, regardless, because this industry has challenges. So Ebonia Shincha, as we speak right now, we don't do much of the physical releases, which is CDs. Now we just hoy there and say it's a download.
But obviously you have to adapt. You know, you keep your sound and you keep who you are, but there's just some things you have to adapt to in 2018.
Absolutely. But with this album, I tried not to. What I did is I'm going to stay original and I'm going to grow and be matured, like the best cognac you can think of, you know, the best cognac you can think of. It's got to be expensive, obviously, but that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I didn't want to compromise. I just went into the studio. I remember when we were doing the album, I was not communicating with anyone in terms of marketing people, A&R. I was like, I go to the studio, I do a song, I work on it for a week. I want to change something, I change it, because I do my own production, you know. And to date, I think it's gonna be another evergreen album, this one, because I gave it my all, more than anything, you know, and people are gonna love it. It's too beautiful.
I mean, evergreen, cognac, it's all happening. This man sitting here has been to ICU. He's been confined to a wheelchair for months, mourned the loss of his dad, his marriage, wrangled with alcohol abuse, fighting with record labels, went through financial problems, undone by the unwise choices that he made in his personal life, but he's still here. Despite the many setbacks, Joe Nina continued to bounce back. More from him when we return.
Ngiphethe ngumzwangedwa thando ngabukuphina ngaphela ngumzwangedwa wena wavela njengesiphe sihle wanginika uthando kwaphela zonke inhlungu ngilitholile nhliziyo ipholile ziphelile ngibonga wena thando uthando ngutholile inhlungu zami ziphelile ngibonga wena sithanda Manje ngiyabonga mina nawe siyathandana masihlale sithandana siqede lo mona baby masibambane sithandane sihloniphane kuphela insonto emhlabeni ngibonga lathane ngitholile yeah Kisiye polile Gibonga wena talo polile yeah Sipelile Gibonga wena standwa Masibonge sisathandana Gulomhlaba uswele uthando Baby so fast lahlane hey masibonge sisathandana Gulomhlaba uswele uthando hey Baby so fast lahlane uthando ngilitholile Kisiye polile Gibonga wena standwa Moyo wami polile Siphelile Gibonga wena standwa Ngilitholile Kisiye polile yeah yeah Gibonga
Listen, they say that the bounce back is better than the setback, and that wasn't proof of it, then I don't know what you're looking for. Jonina hasn't wasted a second with his second shot in the industry, revitalizing his music career and becoming one of the most recognizable voices in the industry. Did you hear that, Vai? His latest album, Time to Time, is a continuation of a journey that would never end. And he hopes that with this album, he can heal many broken hearts. This is Real Talk, and we are keeping it so real with Jonina. Now, what I don't understand, can I tell you my theory, ne?
Yes, ma'am.
Is people who do drugs and they abuse alcohol, they lose their voices.
Yeah, completely.
You can hear, you can like, yes, in wake up the two
yeah.
yes, this person used to be so good.
Sexually frame.
So now when all these rumors are there that you're doing drugs,
Yes.
what's going through your mind?
I want to correct that one. I don't know if by drugs they mean cocaine, injections and all of that. I didn't go that far, fortunately. I think I was abusing more than anything alcohol, you know.
Yeah.
Like every time I wake up, I'm stressed, I'm listening to radio and I'm thinking it sounds the same, it's the same song over and over again. There's a new artist who is big, but I'm listening to production, it sounds like nothing. And I couldn't get myself to be living in that kind of space. So what I do, I visit my neighbor next door. I even moved from Durban. I was in Durban in Pine Town. Moved back to the ghetto because I'm thinking, there's nothing I can do. This is how it is now. So I'll wake up, get myself a bottle of beer in the morning. Before you know it, 6:30, 7, 8, I'm tired, I'm finished. For days and days and days. It's been hectic. And also it became a habit. That's the sad part of it.
Became the norm.
It became a norm. Like, okay, even friends would just call in the morning, are you okay today? You free? I'm free. I don't have money. Then they say, no, don't worry. It's in a bottle. Put it down here. Then we don't play music because I didn't want to even listen to music. And when you listen, like, yeah,
because you know what you should be doing.
Absolutely. And looking at the growth. I mean, I know that things have changed for a reason. Music has been changing. Music is like evolution. It's always going around. I mean, it started from Maskandi, Stratamia, Maskandi, Mpakanga, disco, then mid-tempo, bubblegum, and Kwaito, then house, then hip-hop now, you know. But still, I feel that the sense of production is not being taken serious. You know, you can literally hear the distortion, and it's playing on radio, for God's sake. I mean, no one else is picking it up. And one day I woke up and I realized that, you know, I'm actually hurting myself for no reason. This is the world. I cannot change it. The least I can do, I can make a difference.
And you can be part of it, because I feel like
Absolutely.
you just took yourself out of it.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
you know, you guys don't deserve my talent.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go here. Meanwhile,
Absolutely.
we can all exist, you know?
And I must say thank you to my, I've got a Facebook page, by the way, you know.
Look at you with technology, yeah?
I've got Facebook. And, well, I think those friends and fans of mine on Facebook help me a great deal. You know, when you wake up in the morning, you're tired, you're not sure what to do, and the first thing you see, click a message, we are starving, we are waiting for a Jonina song.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. But it then became like lots and lots and lots and lots of messages going that direction.
You see now look at this, because I listened to an interview of yours where you were talking about how people don't even make, you know, beats and melodies anymore. They just download something and they put their voice on it and then they release it, right?
Yes.
That's technology.
Yep.
And look at what technology did for you. It got you out of a dark slump where
Yeah.
people could let you know that they still miss you. So you have to take it all. You have to take the
Yeah.
good and you have to take the bad.
What I try to clarify with that as well is like in anything in life, there's advantages and disadvantages.
Yeah.
There's a lot of disadvantages with that, you know, but also there is advantages. You know, for me, I also have Instagram, for God's sake. Yeah, man, I've
look
got
at this guy,
Instagram.
yeah?
But,
Follow them, man.
soon I will find Twitter proper, because I'm not yet sure about that one. I'm not sure how to chat on
Yeah.
that. But that on its own, that social media helped me a great deal, you know, and I started chilling and relaxing and going back to the studio. The good thing is that I have my own studio, you see.
Yeah.
So I walk from the bedroom into the studio. I don't have a lounge, by the way, where I stay at the moment. The whole place that's supposed to have a television and
Studio.
something like, I don't have. It's set up, you know. There's a guitar there, there's keyboards here, there's a monitor here, and
Yeah.
it's just music room.
So you said you've got an Instagram page, né?
Yes.
We've got a video for you. When you leave, we're gonna play it. When you leave today, we're gonna give it to you and you can post it on Instagram.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm going
just
to post this.
roll it.
Wow.
Okay, it started in 1986 when I was 12 years. I could learn piano and drums with the help of my father, of course. And then in 1990, I was working with Arthur Mafukati. They call him Vuvuzela or something. And we took the Coca-Cola Food Plus together and we won the first prize.
What was happening there, Joe?
Well, yeah,
You were on Jam Alley. Oh yeah.
with Vinole Mashego.
His latest album features many great legends like the late Ray Peely, Steve Kekana, Nana Coyote, like you said. Speaking of collaborations, we're going to have us a collaborative conversation with Jonina and Sjava after this. Welcome back to the final leg of the show. Back with us again is Sjava. Guys, okay, I feel like you guys are pioneers, right? Because everyone is busy doing, you know, the fast music because you want to play in clubs and all of that. And you guys are just like, you know what? I'm going to be romantic. I'm going to slow it down. I'm going to sing with my heart. Do you find yourself to be a risk taker, Sjava?
Music as a whole, I think, because more in Zingoma, you're not 100% sure what's going to happen when it comes out. You understand? So, in Pilo, it's a risk.
Just walking out your house is a risk.
Yeah, but then again, if you believe, and if whatever you're singing came from the right place and it's honest and it's real, my chances of it failing are very slim, because even nokucula mongalalele indlela esicula ngayo, you understand? It's not ukuthi manje lokucula ukuthi impela ngawe inyoni esihlahleni cha. Ukucula nje uthi okay, ina into engiyishoyo. Yabona le nto le. Me, I don't even count myself as a vocalist because there are people that can sing.
Like this guy next to us.
Yes, you know what I mean? But me, I can't do that. But engikushoyo abanye bayakuzwa, abanye abakuzwa, and then life goes on. So it's not even a risk for me.
That's Sjava. Yeah, well, ngithanda perspective ayibheka ngayo ukuthi kena impilo is a risk. But for me personally, ingoma normally when you've written it from the heart, you just need to get it to the relevant areas where like it must get to the proper radio station to play once or twice. Once people pick it up, and they'll feel it, because there's one thing that I know is important, is that when you do it all soulfully, iphuma ngaphakathi, it's likely that my figure la izothinta wonke umuntu, especially if you still have a conscience, unonembeza.
Yeah.
You know, so for me, I go into the studio and say, this is the gift of song I just got. I listen to it attentively. I write, I take my time. I write it. Mara mele ngimamele nami enjoy before ngiyizwisa omunye umuntu. You know, before I go out there, I must be already saying jabulile, young shy, the mix is nice, and then I take it out there. And like he says, chances of it not being liked are very slim.
If you shy when first.
From the soul, when it started from ngaphakathi.
You know, he was saying that when he did this album, time to time, he did it in isolation and he wasn't, you know, he just shut himself out and he did it by himself. Now, surely that works, and I believe in isolation when you're putting out your innermost authentic self. But that's one person who must hear it before you allow the rest of the world to hear it. Who's that person for you?
Okay, with me it's different because me now, when I record no rough. So we are sure you would. Yeah, talent. So no matter I'm not right, I'm where I am because I listen to him.
Yeah.
You understand? Because I believe that unendlebe. Right, you understand, and he's the pioneer of the sound. It's inside.
Yeah.
You understand? Because it's not just the lyrics.
Yeah.
You must remember, now in the production,
Yeah.
it's on another level. That's why it won Best Produced Metro and Best Produced Summer. So it needs to be
the sound is so layered.
Yes, so
Yeah.
siyakubona lokuculayo, but izinto ezimbili ehlanganisiwe. It's actually two people ukuze lento isebenze, understand? So for mina uyena uRalph oshoyo ukuthi hayi i-right la or iphinda and into kumele ngiyenze ukumlalela because ngiyamthemba. You understand? So for me uyu umuntu ozizwa kuqala ingoma.
Jonga ubani uRalph wakho?
It's me. I do it all myself.
But surely there's that one person who they must hear this.
You see, in my case, I've been doing production for a very long time.
Yeah.
And doing production for a very long time, I'm very specific and very particular.
Yeah.
But I always have a reference point.
Okay.
You know, I've got a team of mine, Malesa and Michaela, but they become the third part of the listenership. The first person I would play to is my lady, my better half, because we turn to music and she can dance.
Okay.
Manji uyankawate, see, because like I did a Kwaito song on this album. It's just a reminder that I actually pioneered this kind of a vibe. Nobody knew how to put this together. If I can ask them to break it down today, they'll probably fail dismally, most of them. But she can dance, like serious, yabo. Sometimes I get a bit jealous because me never think
So it's definitely your lady, ne?
So yes, and she loves music. That's another thing, you know. It's like she's sent to me, you know, after my divorce and all of that. Struggled to find the right person in time, you know. Finally, I think God has finally given me the person who turn to music.
What I like is that, you know, here you are sitting with two minds who create music, and they've got different ways of doing it, yet the sound that comes out the radio are songs that we want to listen to over and over again. Speaking of which, Sjava, please, we want to hear your stuff. You said you took 4 pictures, and you're going to put the best one out. Go perform. Move right now, my guy. Move right now. He's about to perform for us. Listen, we have to say goodbye, but we're not leaving you in the lurch. Here is Sjava. Have yourself a fantastic holiday.
Ngaza kukholula umuntu umthanda kutshela ukuthi uthando luphelile impilo meli qhubeke bathi ngaza kukholula umuntu umthanda kutshela ukuthi uthando luphelile meli bathi kuyokusiza ngani ukumgwaza kuyokusiza ngani ukumdubula umshise emyekele impilo ubeke ngithi kuyokusiza ngani ukumgwaza kuyokusiza ngani ukumdubula umshise emyekele impilo ubeke khala zome mntakama sezandlula lezo nsuku sisakhula sithandana kwakumnandi emhlabeni khalazome mntakama sezadlula lezo nsuku sisakhula sithandana kwakumnandi emhlabeni manje akusekho lokho sekuyiphupho lokho tiyancipha imshado kwandimncwabo akusekho lokho seqhuma isililo tiyancipha imshado kwandimncwabo asekukholula umuntu umthanda ekutshela ukuthi uthando luphelile meli bathi ngiyaza kukholula umuntu umthanda ekutshela ukuthi uthando luphelile meli ngithi kuyokusiza nganokumkhwaza kuyokusiza nganokumdubula umshisa myekele impilo ubeke ngithi kuyokusiza nganokumkhwaza kuyokusiza nganokumdubula umshisa myekele impilo ubeke bathandiza abadala bashisa impepho emsana bese nibiza nabafundisi bathandaze ngithandiza abadala bashisa impepho emsana bese nibiza nabafundisi bathandaze ngoba makungenjalo bazophela mama bazophela tatewe zophela ingane sekwanele bathi legazi elichithekile selanele ngeza kukholula umuntu umthanda ekutshela ukuthi uthando luphelile impilo meli qhubeke ngithi ngeza kukholula umuntu umthanda ekutshela ukuthi uthando luphelile meli bathi kuyokusiza nganokumkhwaza kuyokusiza nganokumdubula umshisa myekele impilo ubeke ngithi kuyokusiza nganokumkhwaza kuyokusiza nganokumdubula umshisa myekele impilo ubeke bathi kodwa impilo impilo